I want you to tell yourself, and I want you to tell your universe around you, your community, everybody else. It's like, no, we're not doing that. I will make something happen.
Welcome to Cards and Constellations with Bonnie Morris and Don Rumor Rivera from Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Here, we blend astrology and tarot to guide you through the twists and turns for the week ahead. Don't forget to hit subscribe and share. Let's dive into your cosmic journey together.
Okay, before we get to the astrology and tarot, let's take a look at the moon for the week of September 15th through the 21st. And this week on Sunday the 21st, we'll have the new moon. That's where the sun and the moon are conjunct, or what we call a cazimi. And that's where they block out the light, so you don't see the moon at all. That's the time to write down those intentions. We always talk about planting those seeds. So wherever it is that you're keeping track of those, whether it's your journal, your calendar, your diary, your phone, whatever, write it down. Make sure you know exactly what you're working on, what project you're going to do, so that, this is the important part, on May 23rd of next year, when we have the first quarter, which is at 2 degrees of Virgo, and that's when we do all the work. You'll be able to go back and find out what project you're working on. Tell me down below, where is it that you keep your intentions written? Do you have a special safe place? Leave us a comment and let us know. Now for the void of course. Sunday on the 14th, we enter a void of course at 28 degrees 59 minutes of Gemini. This was at 10:46 p.m. And we returned into the sign of Cancer on the 15th at 12:30 a.m. On the 17th, Wednesday, at 3:13 a.m., at 28 degrees of Cancer, we begin another void of course until 5:20 a.m., when it enters into the sign of Leo. Then, on the 19th, we begin another void at 12:21 p.m. at 29 degrees of Leo until 12:23 p.m. Now, that is probably our record short void of course. It's only 2 minutes long. It will then enter into the sign of Virgo. Taurus, that kite we've been talking about is still there, headed towards the conjunction of Saturn and Neptune, with Mercury conjunct the Sun in the tail, separating by 2 degrees. By midweek, there's perfect symmetry. We also have an opposition between Pluto and the Moon. So you've got your feelings all wrapped up playing tug of war with Pluto. Ooh, never a good idea, which is all about big change and transformation. So what is it that you can change or alter in order to compromise and lessen that tension? This week, we do have Venus in a square with Uranus. Now that gives you that push me and pull you feeling, okay? Your planet, Venus, the planet of love and romance and money, and its square demands action with Uranus. That's the planet for Aquarius, and that's all about independence, yet wanting to be close. It's that push me, pull you. Through this, you may find that you'll have unique ways of expressing affection that are highly creative, even though the emotional rhythms may be unpredictable. And on the weekend of the 21st is when we have the new moon, when the sun is conjunct the moon. They are in a cazimi. You may find yourself this week craving stability. However, life is throwing curveballs. You may have some change going on at work, and that could require flexibility. New opportunities can quietly open that process. Be careful with money this week. But there is a chance to build towards a stronger foundation if you stay practical. By the weekend, you'll be leaning into simple pleasures, comfort food, music, time in nature to help restore your balance and your peace of mind. Dawn, what do you have for Taurus?
Let's get to it. This is your tarot reading for the week. So, what does Spirit in the universe have to say, Taurus, in reference to what lies ahead for you? First thing out, Taurus is an Eight of Swords. I don't like that energy at all for you, and it concerns me very much. When you get the Eight of Swords energy, it tells me you feel stuck. You're in a holding pattern. You're not able to move forward. You're not able to move back. You're not able to move sideways. You just don't know which way to go. So when you start this week, understand that if that is your energy, what I'm going to ask you to do, and we're going to read some more cards, we'll get deeper into this, but from the beginning, from the very beginning, I want you to fight that. I want you to not allow that to be your energy. Even when it's coming at you, I want you to tell yourself, and I want you to tell your universe around you, your community, everybody else, is like, no, 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 we're not doing that. No matter what, I'm going to I'm going to have movement. I will make something happen. It amazes me when I see these kind of readings and when I talk to people, sometimes they get paralysis by analysis, right? They overanalyze so much. And this sometimes is this card, right? Because you're just so much wondering about if I did this, well, then this may happen. If I did this, it may happen, and this may happen. And as you are analyzing everything, nothing happens. Zero. And sometimes most of the time, having something happened is better than nothing happening, because when you have momentum, you can easily, or much easier, I guess is a better way, my English terrible, right? Much easier navigate a change than having to create the inertia to get started. So do not become stopped, do not become paused, do not become paralyzed because of the analysis on which way to go and what to do and whatever. Avoid this energy completely. So when the week starts off, if you're like, oh no, I'm kind of confused, whatever, it's like, no, I'm just going to pick something and go. When you have that happened, most of the time, the best way to do it is use an objective standard. Okay. An objective standard means you're using just basic criteria, nothing personalized, nothing about feelings or emotions. It's all about data and about what seems the most logical, and then move forward. Okay. Now, the next card out, Eight of Wands, and that's 2 8. So if I were you, I would also look up the angel number 88 when you're done here. And when you're seeing the 8, you're looking at the infinity sign. Remember, the 8 is an infinity. So when you start to draw an 8, it just continues and continues. And that's a wonderful sign. And I have 2 8s. So, but beyond to be honest with you, it's amazing that this is a frustrating draw, but I think it's headed to something really good. And that's what I was telling you about the paralysis. There's a lot to be done. So don't just stop and stare. Don't just stop and analyze. Just get started and do something. Pick one of the many things to do and just start doing it. And then if you're off on the wrong path and you're like, oops, I should have done this first, then stop that and go to that. But if you are stopped, if you are paused and are not moving forward, then it's much more difficult to go on. So this is saying, hey, there's a lot to do. When we feel, again, paralyzed because of analysis, that's not proper English, but I'm just playing with it. Anyway, the point is when the paralysis sets in, don't let it set in. You have something, pick one of the many things you have to get accomplished and start working. If you are on the right track, you'll know it and you'll keep moving. If not, then you navigate to another one and you just do what you need to do. I love this because this is a planning card, and it's a planning of the wands. So it's fascinating because remember the analysis, paralysis by analysis that I mentioned? That's it. What have you been planning on? What has held you back? What have you been planning to do? I was thinking about this and I'm fixing to do this and I'm gonna do this. Whatever it is, it's like it's that morning. It's like you know what I'm talking about already. You know what you've been thinking about doing. Oh, I've been thinking about writing a book. I've been thinking about changing jobs. I've been thinking about starting a new business. I've been thinking about asking somebody to marry me. I've been thinking about having a child. I've been thinking about so many other things, about retirement. Been thinking about going back to school. Stop the planning because that is part of the paralysis. Just start making a move. You'll realize if it's right or wrong down the road, but more importantly, you're moving. You're navigating. And look at this. Once you do look at this card, how beautiful that energy is, correct? I mean, this is just a lovely card into the high priestess. I mean, she's just floating on air. She's floating, she's rising. She's like, you know what? I am in my element. I am in my spirit, and I'm finally finding me. I'm who and where and what I need to be. and who and what and where I need to, what I need to do. So this energy is amazing. Let's not get stopped this week. Let's get started. Let's move forward. Let's not have ourselves get bogged down in plans. Yeah, catch them along the way. And most importantly, as you do, go free and fly free using objective standards when you have to on the fly. And ultimately, you're going to feel relieved. And look at this 10 of Swords. 8 of Swords paralysis by the beginning of the week. 10 of Swords is like you put it all to bed. You kind of moved it on and you moved forward. I'm loving this. You moved forward. And as you move forward, you got rid of all those worries, all those concerns because they didn't hold water. You see, again, it was because of the analysis and the paralysis that it put you in a situation where, again, you felt like you couldn't. But now you realize I can. And all that was not for naught. All that worry, all that concern for naught. All right. Ultimately, look at this. I love this. You're going to take an analysis of why you did it, what you did it, and then you're going to ride high. Moving toward, this is a Knight of Pentacles, moving toward that abundance, moving toward the happiness, seeing the money down the road. So again, if you needed to start a project and you did, bingo. If you needed to change jobs and you did, bingo. If you needed to go to back to school, bingo. Starting a family, bingo. I'm being bingo all night. This is great. B-I-N-G-O. That's what I got for you. This is amazing. Let me know how this works in your world. Share with me, what is it that has you paralyzed? What is it that we need to work together? I'll help you through it. Reach out to me, send me, and I'll work with you on this, okay? Additionally, let me know how this resonates with you. Just leave a comment. I promise I will respond. I always do. With that said, I'm going to let you go, though. Hit that like, share, subscribe, and follow buttons. If you are on my YouTube channel, just Sonoran Mystic Tarot, look to the right-hand corner, and in the lower right-hand corner, you will see a subscribe button. Click the button, and when you do, you subscribe to my channel, and I would appreciate it. You can also share it out, help me grow my channel. And if you're on my channel, go over to Your Love Goddess, which is Miss Bonnie's channel. Do the same thing over there. If you're over on Your Love Goddess's YouTube channel, please pop over some more Sonoran Mystic Tarot and do the same thing on mine. I would appreciate it. With that said, love, light, and blessings from Miss Bonnie and her family, me and my family, to you and to yours. Until next week, have an amazing one. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.